I hope you put all this in. Everybody
I
knows how
somewhere.
hard it is for you to do the intro. Welcome. Well, be cool, Art. Be cool. Are you cool?
Cool, man.
All right.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into horror films, sci-fi movies, cult classics, new and old. We're situated just over the border, and I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
Oh, I can't even top that one. I'm Erik Roden something here in Salem, Massachusetts, where we have not only witches, but also vampires. But you know what's missing in Salem, Art, is like a place that's open just as the sun goes down to when it comes up, and you can just go there anytime you want and basically get the blood drained out of you. I wished I had that.
Not a lot of places left like that, Erik, in the country.
Should bring them back.
Yeah. So this week, Erik, we are visiting a place that's open.
Sweet.
All night long, from dusk till dawn.
Oh,
one
that's
might say.
The phrase. That's the phrase I was looking for.
From Dusk Till Dawn movie came out in 1996. It was directed by Robert Rodriguez. It stars George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, Harvey Keitel, Juliette Lewis, Salma Hayek, and Danny Trejo. Erik, that's a big cast. We haven't seen a cast like that here in the Midnight Cinema for a while.
Yeah. Dusk Till Dawn, when I saw it, I don't think I knew what a George Clooney was. So I had that advantage. Probably everybody else did that didn't watch, what was it, ER or something?
Well, you never watched Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, the sequel?
Not the sequel, no. I watched some of it.
Then you missed George Clooney a little bit.
Yeah. I missed that.
I like how when you're researching stuff, Erik, this usually they say is George Clooney's like debut in major motion pictures sometimes. And I'm like, I think there's some Midnight Cinema level movies that George Clooney was in before this.
And you found it.
Well, I think was there a Grizzly sequel too that I think he was in, Erik? I think.
I don't know, Grizzly 2.
I think he was in Grizzly 2. I'll have to check it out. But
I love that there's even a Grizzly 2. I don't. You'd think I'd know all the horror movies that exist, but I don't know Grizzly 2.
Just a side note for us, Erik, since doing this podcast, since we're always looking for stuff, isn't it amazing just how much there is out there that people have made? It's endless. It is like endless.
Yep. I had to choose between this one and another beauty that I think we might do next week.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one I thought, you know what? Dusk Till Dawn.
Mm-hmm. Now, your history with this, Erik, did you see it in the theaters when it came out?
I would hope I did. Because some of these scenes on the large screen would be amazing. I'm talking about vampires. I'm not talking about, I don't know what you're thinking.
Okay. I kind of agree with you. I did see this in theaters when it came out, and it is a very odd movie, I think, as far as its construction, but we'll talk about it. I just want to give a little bit of background. Quentin Tarantino, if you noticed, Erik, I listed him in the cast, but he's not the director. A lot of people sometimes assume he's the director of this too. He's not. It's Robert Rodriguez. But Quentin Tarantino did write this movie. However, it was his first paid writing assignment. This is before he was famous.
Really?
He was a screenwriter. He wrote Natural Born Killers. He wrote True Romance. He did not direct those movies. That was Oliver Stone directed Natural Born Killers, and Tony Scott directed True Romance. But before that, even he had a guy he knew in L.A., Robert Kurtzman, who is a special effects guy. And this special effects guy was trying to get his special effects house off the ground. And so he wrote a treatment for a movie that would involve creatures that his effects house could showcase all of these creatures. And he knew Quentin Tarantino, who was developing a little movie called Reservoir Dogs. This is before anybody, like I said, knew who he was. And he had a scene in that movie, if you remember, where an ear gets cut off, a very famous scene where an ear gets cut off. And this guy was like, okay, we'll do the ear getting cut off and I'll pay you $1,500 if you turn my idea for a movie into a screenplay. And so Quentin Tarantino wrote this screenplay, and then Quentin Tarantino blows up with Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, and everything. And there's this screenplay that he wrote, and Miramax, his home studio, put it all together. But they got Robert Rodriguez, who was also an up-and-coming director, to put it together. And here we are, From Dusk Till Dawn. It's kind of a crazy story.
And Robert Rodriguez did Desperado and what's the other one?
Well, the first one was El Mariachi, which he famously made for $7,000.
Yeah, and then he basically remade it when they gave him a shit ton of money for Desperado.
Yes.
But Desperado, I believe, is the one that has Selma Hayek.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was, I think, her first American film, I think, was Desperado. So she's connected in all that way, and she's going to be connected into this movie, too. But Eric, there may be people listening who don't know what this is about. So
what is it about, Art? Is it about
we're talking around it here. So, Eric, two criminal brothers are running from the law across Texas. They're trying to make it to the border, across the border to Mexico, and they kidnap a family driving an RV. This family's on vacation. Once across the border, the brothers and the family stop at a rowdy roadside bar. The bar is filled with dangerous truckers and bikers, but that's going to be the least of their problems because they found out that the place is a haven for vampires. So, Eric, will the family and the criminals be able to ward off these forces of evil from dusk till dawn?
Oh,
yes.
And basically, there's two movies here. You could, if you're torn, I think a lot of people are torn. You watch the first half and you're done, or you watch the second half and you're done. I watched both, but I prefer the second half. I think. I do.
Yeah, it is. It is two movies. It changes almost exactly at the halfway point. So let's get into it here.
Let's do it.
We open up. It's Texas, man. Big empty spaces, road, and we got a police vehicle, law enforcement vehicle pulling into a little roadside liquor store called Benny's World of Liquor.
Great name. Mm-hmm. Great name for a liquor store in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A whole world is there, though. You can get whatever liquor you want.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we get law enforcement guy. It's a Texas Ranger, which I think they don't tell us that till later, but he's a Texas Ranger. Earl McGraw gets out of his car and heads into the place to just pick up some booze before he gets off his shift, Eric. And this actor is Michael Parks. I just want to say, strangely, he's in this movie, but he plays this character in several other Quentin Tarantino movies. They bring this character back. Mm-hmm.
Yes, almost like either multiverse. No, I don't know.
That's what it's like to me.
But you can tell it's a Quentin Tarantino because when he talks to the shopkeeper, who's just like a squirrely, squeaky, gross-looking guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's from Texas.
Okay, so Sheriff Earl needs to take a dump, and he goes to the back of the thing. But this is where we learn something else is going on in this liquor world.
Yeah, the Gecko brothers, great name for bad guys, are on the loose from, I think they robbed a bank and killed a bunch of people, something like that. Mm-hmm. But they're actually there hiding with two hostages. Where did they get the hostages? Where did they get two young, like 20-year-old hostages?
From Central Casting.
Oh, right. Right. And I thought the girl was a famous person now, and I looked them up. They don't exist.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to see that too. I was like, who are these?
But it's George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino with their unknown extra hostage.
And they're really mad at the clerk. They're going, "What are you doing letting him use the bathroom? You were supposed to send him on his way." And the poor guy says, he uses the bathroom every day. He takes a shit in here. If I told him he couldn't use the bathroom, he'd know something was wrong.
Well, their bathrooms over at the World of Liquor are great.
Right. So they say, listen, don't, they got a gun right in his face. Poor guy.
You got to be cool, Art.
You got to be cool.
Are we cool?
Yeah.
All right.
And we do notice here that Richie, who is Quentin Tarantino, he's the brother Richie. George Clooney is Seth. That's what they're calling each other. He says he keeps whispering in George Clooney's ear that the cashier was giving signals to the guy. And the cashier is like, no, I wasn't. But he's insisting that he was giving signals. I'm going to point that out because it does come up a little bit weird later on. So
yeah, it's pretty weird.
But Sheriff comes back out to pay for his hooch, and
Surprise.
Richie blows him away.
Yeah. I mean, back of the head, just the guy's done. It's the first kind of like shock of the movie. What?
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah. But that's because weirdo Richie, this guy's weird. I mean, Quentin Tarantino has a weird look anyway. He always looks like he's like a little bit of a frog with a giant forehead. And next to George Clooney, he looks like, Quasimodo or Nosferatu. But he's like, the shopkeeper said he was whispering, help us the whole time, help us. But that's not what happened. I think he's making it up.
Yeah, well, we saw it. We know. And the poor shopkeeper is like, actually, the shopkeeper is kind of pissed off at Richie. He's
yeah,
like,
not a good move.
I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah, but he shoots the shopkeeper in the shoulder. So he seems to be a little gun happy.
Yeah.
Right?
And Seth, who is George Clooney's trying to calm him down. What the hell are you doing? Why are you shooting people? Meanwhile, guy at our cashier, there's a gun in the safe under the counter. He's getting the gun out. And he takes a shot at Richie, hits him in the hand. And this is where you can see Robert Rodriguez. He's kind of an interesting action director. This kicks into his type of action here because you had Seth is going across the screen shooting and the camera's moving in closer to him between the racks of material, the stuff in the store, and he's shooting, and it's a standoff now. We got the cashier on one side of the counter and Richie and Seth on the other.
That's a lot. It goes, I have to admit, it does go right into action. But when if there's a standoff, one of the cool things to do is, it's in like the handbook when you're robbing a liquor store, is you get toilet paper because it's also a convenience store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you soak that toilet paper in alcohol, and then you shoot all the alcohol bottles above the poor register guy. So then you got yourself an awesome scene. So you throw that toilet paper, Art, over the counter, and then boom, you got Stuntman on fire.
Yeah. But what I like about this guy behind the counter, he's not giving up even when he's on fire. He pops up and he's on fire. He jumps over the counter and is shooting at them.
Yeah, is this where you get the term, I'm on fire? No? Yeah, but do they plug him full of lead right here? Like
yeah.
They love to continue to fire these two until their bullets are gone. And the girls, remember the girls that were there were two, I don't remember, there were two hostages. Do you remember that? They were like, let's just make them run away. So they did. So they're gone. Wherever they are.
And then these two walk out, and that old meme, Eric, of guys walking away from things exploding, it's the total thing. Quentin Tarantino, George Clooney are walking towards their car, and behind them, Benny's World of Liquor in stages just keeps blowing up behind them.
It's really cool. And I think they changed the name after that to Benny's Inferno of Liquor. But you can tell that Seth has much more of a cool head, and that Richie is maybe not right in the head.
Kind of your classic setup sometimes for criminal teams. You know, you got the weird one, and I mean, think even going back to Dog Day Afternoon and all these things, and then in literature in general, Eric, thinking about like Of Mice and Men with Lenny and all that. But yeah, you got this team up. But now they're off, Eric. We got our opening credits, cars heading across the desert. These two are heading out on the road. And I think we still only know that they're just on the run. We don't know much about them yet.
No, not at all. Mm-hmm. Well, just from what he said, them Gecko brothers. Racial slur, Gecko brothers.
We know that they've killed a few people. We do know that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lays down. Yeah, he told him that. And then, Do you love this shot or not? It's almost like a look what I can do, or this is cute. But as they're driving away, there's a superimposed.
Yeah, it's like a cross section. They show us the car trunk at the end of the credits, and there's a woman tied up in the car trunk, struggling.
Normally, people show you inside the trunk. They're actually showing you inside the trunk, but this one they're like, no, look, it's like a comic book almost, right?
Yes, I thought that. Robert Rodriguez is big into doing things like that.
I kind of liked it. It's
different.
It's unusual. Why not?
It's different. It's unusual because, so they're going to pull into a hotel now.
Mm-hmm.
And Richie really wants
you. It's a motel.
Yes.
My family is.
It is.
Motel, hotel. We don't like the
Holiday
motel.
Inn. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why.
But this is pretty run down. And so Richie and Seth are going to check into here. Richie is upset because it doesn't have HBO and it doesn't have the porn channels either.
It doesn't. Yep. You can't even pay for them, pay extra. Nope. Doesn't have any of that.
Nothing like that.
Yeah.
So they back up their car to the room, and this is where they, like you said, that shot that we just saw of the woman in the trunk, they do the opening the trunk and looking out, and there's the woman tied up in the trunk. So they're showing us right here. So they didn't have to do that earlier, but just a fun thing to do.
She looks like someone you'd find in a bank. Like she does the loans. That's what that woman looks like to me.
Quentin Tarantino's acting teacher from when he was learning how to act, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what I'd like to do just to honor you is throw you in a trunk. You don't mind, do you? No, I'd be happy to do it.
But she had a big TV career before, and then she was teaching acting in L.A.
There you go.
From her. But she was in Pulp Fiction. She got to be in Pulp Fiction too. So they bring her in. We learn that she's a bank teller, I guess, that they took hostage, and they're in the room. We're checking out. Richie's hand is all messed up. He's got duct tape around it, and
it was. Oh, yes, I think it was a hole. He has an official hole in his hand.
Yeah,
it's that bullet hole. Right in the middle. Everybody always hits you in the middle of the hand. Either takes your finger off or in the middle. It's never to the side. I want to see a chunk. For those of you making films now, I want to see a chunk off the side of the hand. I get it. It's funny, but come on.
Well, we're seeing here too the way that George Clooney, the way that Seth is handling his hand and gently wrapping it and doing that. He cares for him is his brother. But he says to the woman that they have hostage, listen, don't talk. Don't try to do anything. I do like the line where he says, I have 6 friends in this gun that can all run faster than you. I thought that was good.
Or is that the person he asked, are we cool? Are we cool? No, it was the other guy.
Yeah.
But for an insane brother, he's like, you know what? I'm going out. I'll be back in a few minutes. Don't do anything stupid. And he leaves, and then freaking Richie just is all of a sudden, like, oh God, he does a good job of the creepy vibe.
Yeah.
But he goes to the bedroom with, I don't know, Cheetos or something. And he's watching whatever's on that horrible TV, cartoons.
And then it switches to like Ben-Hur or something.
Yeah. And he tells the woman who's sitting in the other room with her hands tied to come sit with him. It's like, come on, come over here on the bed. Take your shoes off. And it's just, I don't know what about it.
It's genuinely creepy and disturbing, and it just with the paneled walls of that hotel room, it just sets you up. You're just unnerved a little bit.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna cut from there to meet the Fullers. I have in my note. We're at a diner and we're away from Richie and Seth, and it's a family. Harvey Keitel, Juliette Lewis, and this young man who I think it's his first movie he was introducing in the credits. He got introducing.
He's only in two movies, period, I think.
That's it, yeah. But this is Jacob Fuller, his daughter Kate, and his son Scott. And they're having dinner at the diner. And all we really learn here, right, Eric, is he's a preacher. He was a preacher.
Yeah,
he was a pastor.
And it's Harvey Keitel. I've never been a Harvey Keitel fan, really, so I don't know what it is.
No?
Yeah. Nah, he does do it for you. But Juliette Lewis, always always, always believable, no matter what she's doing. In her weird, she is an interesting person.
Mm-hmm.
But I always believe her. I didn't believe Harvey Keitel for a moment.
Oh,
But he's got his little
what's
called a Panama hat or whatever.
Yeah.
And they bought an RV, got an RV, but can't even do his voice. I don't want to sleep in there because I just want to try a real bed. Dad, we have beds in there. Oh, I like a real bed.
Yeah. Crisis of faith.
Yep.
The wife isn't in the picture, obviously, we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're heading to Mexico for a vacation. But it sounds like he's given up his congregation.
Yeah, so, he left.
Yeah.
He done. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll second you on Juliette Lewis. She does a great job.
Played a kid. She's playing a daughter. Like, the role's not even interesting, but she just, every time the camera's on her, you're like, yeah, I'm paying attention. I don't know why.
So then we cut. We're going to get some backstory fill in here, Eric. We cut to a news report, which I really kind of like because the actress, it's Kelly Preston, right? John Travolta's wife is the newscaster here.
Yeah, and
she delivers it in such an odd dystopian way. She's kind of like not a human being, and she kind of is like partially getting off on it.
It is weird, her delivery.
It's weird.
Deliberately?
Yeah.
Deliberately.
It's sort of like the Gecko Brothers. The Gecko Brothers escaped in Abilene, Texas today. They killed 3 rangers and took the life of an innocent woman. And it's just very odd, but also they're showing the body counts on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, like it's a video game?
Yeah. And you know what this reminds me of, Eric? Remember, Quentin Tarantino wrote Natural Born Killers around the same time. And doesn't this vibe give you a little bit like, if you remember Natural Born Killers with is it the Robert Downey Jr. character? Mm-hmm. Like it reminded me of that just for a second. I was like, oh, I can see what his mind was thinking about here in this. And we get a little John Saxon action just for a second.
Interviewing Nancy's dad. Nancy, I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
And I thought he was going to be in the movie. I was sitting there. I had forgot the movie. Yeah.
He's not even. Not even.
No, but we learned that they killed a lot of people. And we learned that Richie was sexual crimes, that he was.
Yep. Yeah, and Seth comes back to the motel.
Yeah.
A little later than to be honest, left a little too long. But he discovers that Richie freaking, it doesn't say it, but you know that he not only murdered this woman sideways, I mean, splatters everywhere in the bedroom, but he probably raped her as well. And it's just... I think
Seth is disturbed.
Yeah, but
Seth looks disturbed.
Seth is an enabler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and let's talk for a second. I thought this was interesting regarding where this movie is going to go, Eric, because the way they shoot this is they don't show us it really. They're showing us little flashes, almost like subliminal flashes.
Yeah, which is a good way to do it.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was interesting. But what was interesting to me about it, Eric, and the reason I bring it up is this movie doesn't seem to shy away from showing you things. So it was just interesting.
This is why it makes it a different movie. What we're watching right now is like a drama thriller kind of but that's the beauty of it is when they show you the room at a distance, your eyes are now like trying to see, because you see the body. And you see blood everywhere, but I'm not going to pause it to see what the stills are, but it's a very different movie.
And you talked about enabling. Yeah, George, Seth says, is it my fault? Is this my fault? Because you think this is what I do. You think this is who I am, but I don't do this. What I found interesting is he goes, I don't kill people unless I have to.
And he does. Because we just heard that they killed people.
Right.
I don't quite believe this guy. But you know what happens if you use up your hostages, you need more. They're out of, like you're out of beer or you're out of like Diet Coke. Like, I mean, we got to get more.
Yeah.
I just dropped the whole thing of Diet Coke, and now I just killed and raped my Diet Coke, so I need to get another one.
But they're in luck, Eric. If they need hostages, they're in luck. Because the Fuller family just pulled into the parking lot.
See what happens when you want a bed for the night? Do you see what happens?
Yeah. Yeah, because Harvey Keitel just wants a bed from driving in that RV.
Yeah.
And they pull in, and there's an argument. They want a pool. The kids want to be in a place with a pool. And
luckily,
I guess there is
one. Yeah, there's no porn, but there is a pool. And let's be clear that Juliette Lewis is supposed to be... It's got to have one of the P's, Art. Porn or a pool.
Porn or a pool?
Or
does it have to be either or?
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's a motel.
Let's talk. I don't want to make the podcast longer. Let's talk about this, Eric. When we were younger, you'd be driving down the road with your parents. HBO was a selling point.
It was.
The motels would have HBO on the signs.
Or heated pool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It didn't say porn.
It didn't.
But you kind of, if they have HBO, you probably can select what you want to watch for a price.
Well, if they had HBO and /Cinemax, then you know you're set.
Yeah.
You know you're set there.
But Juliette Lewis is playing like she's 16. Right? I think she's probably, the kids are youngish, right? So 16, 17.
We're going to hear later, she's definitely under 21.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of gross because they take the family hostage, and Juliette Lewis walks in and she's wearing a bathing suit top with a towel bottom and walks into this situation.
And Richie's jaw kind of just drops right to the floor. Richie.
Literally, he's looking there. They want to make you know that he likes feet.
Yes.
Remember,
which is a
woman
running Quentin Tarantino thing, right?
Yeah, I
don't get it either.
But now we see that he's out of his mind. Like, he's not just...
Yes. We call back to when he was saying that the cashier was saying things. Now we're wondering...
Did he think that Juliette Lewis said something to him, Art?
Well, Juliette Lewis turns to him.
Yeah.
Into the camera, so directly to us, basically. Yeah. And she
Hold on,
says,
let me get my sound.
I'm not going to say it. You're getting ready, but I'm not going to say it. She says, Eric.
Well,
I know you're trying to get me to say what she says.
I wouldn't.
No.
Art. But Art, can you do me a favor?
What? What, Eric?
Would you eat my pizza for me?
That's a good way to put it, Eric.
Art, just do me a favor. Would you eat my pizza for me?
Yeah, she says this directly to him. And we go, when he's saying to Seth, the guy was mouthing these words to the guy. I'm like, I think he's thinking that was what was happening.
Yeah. But now you're just afraid of Richie.
And afraid for her.
Yeah. Everybody involved at any moment. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's that weird thing. This is kind of good stuff as far as for this part of the movie, because Harvey Keitel, they're like, look, here's the deal. You're going to take your family. We're going to go to Mexico. You're going to drive us to Mexico in your RV with your kids. And Harvey Keitel says, no, I'll go, but not the kids. And they're like, I'll just kill all of you if you don't go. So,
and what? Quentin Tarantino, you said screenplay, right?
Yes.
So I'm trying to be as nice as possible here, but I think what he says, Seth is like, something like, is just your son? He's like, yeah. He goes, how do you have a Jap son? Or something like that. He goes, actually, I don't. He's Chinese. I was like, oh, what?
Right.
So in your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just stuff like that, because Quentin Tarantino loves to make you go, oh.
Yes.
Right?
So they're on the road, Eric. They're heading on the road. So you got up in the front is Seth with Jacob, who's Harvey Keitel, the father. And in the back is Richie with Kate and Scotty in the back.
Hey, Art.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you know, did you mean what you said back there in the motel? You know, what you said back there in the motel, because if you did, I would be happy. I would be happy to do that for you.
Yeah. And boy, and I will say Juliette Lewis is really good.
Oh, good.
Because all she's doing is reacting to him, but she is 100% looks like how a 17-year-old girl would react to this.
And just such a range of emotion and just nothing that's going on.
Yeah, and no lines. She's just reacting. So it's and up at the front, we're learning a little bit more about Jacob. Seth asks about the wife and finds out that he's a pastor. The wife died in a car accident, which is kind of weird. He says she was trapped in the wreckage for 6 hours before she died. So I was trying to figure out what the accident was.
Yes, trapped. And Seth keeps pushing.
Yes.
And I love
about God. Well, there you go. Yeah. That's God for you. Yeah.
And it just is like, wow, and then I think the pastor's like, I think we're just about done talking here or something. He's like, oh yeah, fuck you. I'll tell you what. I forget what the exact line.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least we know that the preacher lost his faith and the wife's dead. And that's why they're kind of going somewhere.
But we come up to the border, Eric. Come up to the border. Before we get to the border, though, I'll just say this is where we also learn he's going across the border and he's going to meet somebody named Carlos that he's supposed to meet in Mexico once they get there. And he's going to hold the family until he meets Carlos for some reason. And then he'll let them go as long as everything goes fine.
Yep. So let him live. That promises. Yeah. He's like,
do you believe them?
I guess I believe Seth, but Richie's there. So
that's where there's pretty good writing here, Eric, because I agree. The reason I asked is Seth, you want to believe Seth, but the wild card of Richie is always just off in the corner. So it raises the tension a lot there.
Yes. And even more tension is when they get pulled over. What's his name? The dad doesn't know how to lie. He's like, no, it's just me and my son. And then we get a cameo, right? By Cheech.
No, Cheech Marin, with part of Cheech and Chong.
American dialect. And he's at the Mexico border.
He's a border guard, yeah.
But he's also Mexican, which I thought was funny. He's like, anybody else with you in the car? Like that. No, just me and my son. Then you hear boom, boom, boom. What was that? Oh, that's my daughter. You just said you're alone. You're just you and your son. I'm coming in. And isn't it gross, Art, that in the those tiny bathrooms? Have you been in an RV?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've been in a lot worse. But those RV bathrooms. With a tiny shower and a little tiny toilet. Curse you, tiny toilet. But both of the guys are in there with the daughter. And when you see her huddled up next to Richie, Quentin Tarantino, you're just like, oh.
And Quentin Tarantino he's too confined in the bathroom, hearing the border guards out there. He's starting to lose it. He's starting to really lose his shit. And Seth is trying to keep him calm.
It's like, it's too late. It's blown out. Seth is just like back elbows him, bam, and knocks him out.
It was because you knew you could just do that, Eric. You could
just knock somebody in the face, right, Art, with your elbow in there instantly
like
out. When you hit somebody we discussed with the butt of a rifle, instantly knocked out, right?
100% every time.
Yeah, you hit that back of that Winnebago, man. Yep. But the
what is that line from Anchorman? 60% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Yes, there you go.
So, anyways,
but the guy comes in, and
I actually was like, "How the fuck are they going to get out of this?" I watched it.
Really?
Right? No, I had seen the movie before, but it'd been a long time, and I'm like, "How are they going to do this if he opens up that door? What's going to happen?"
And he does open the door, and there's Juliette Lewis, this 17-year-old girl on the toilet. She's like, "Do you mind?" I thought that was good. I thought that was fun.
So the geography of this, Eric, I think Seth and Richie's Seth is holding Richie's unconscious body up in the shower to the farthest corner you could possibly put yourself in so that this guy couldn't see them in the shower. Because I froze frame the thing to go like, where are they? and they hide, but it works. It works.
Yep. So they get through the border.
And Seth is happy. He says, as far as I'm concerned, we're all cool.
Yep.
We're all good, all of us.
Yeah, and he does I think his thing in the movie is he says, "Ramblers, let's get rambling," or he goes, "Pizza eaters, let's eat pizza." He just there's a little callback to my pizza, but that's what he does.
Yeah.
So he's George Clooney. He's a young, hot George Clooney. Of course, he's likable. Right?
Yeah.
With his little 90s tattoo on his neck.
He's likable, but he's dangerous in this movie. He's scary. He's not
scary, yeah.
He's not I was going to ask you what you think of how he's doing in this movie. I think he's doing a pretty good job here. When
I first saw it, and I was not watching George Clooney.
Right.
So I remember seeing this guy is a liar was what I thought, but he has such charisma that you tend to be like, oh, I want to give him a chance. But Richie, I wanted him dead. It's like, throw this guy out of the RV when it's going 55 and see if he rambles on his face.
So I will say, Richie, just a little trivia, Eric. I saw him on stage, Quentin Tarantino, in his only stage performance. And guess the role, which you'll think is right.
Please don't tell me Death of a Salesman.
No, it's a role you've played yourself. He played Roach in Wait Until Dark, which, watching this movie, you can kind of see the outlines of. So Clooney is like, okay, guys, the hard part is over. We're in Mexico. We got to wait for Carlos. We're going to go to this place. And then tomorrow morning, as soon as Carlos gets here, I'll let you all go.
Yeah. What's the name of the place, Art?
Well, he gives directions to Jacob, who's driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do this.
What's it called?
It's called the Titty Twister.
That's cool. So it's a big, like a biker bar in the middle of nowhere, not open yet.
Yeah.
And
it's still daylight.
Yeah. When you say biker bar, the front of this place has got huge ass wooden doors. It's almost like like a fortress kind of looking thing in the middle of nowhere. And if you ever want to design a logo for a place called the Titty Twister, Art, you got any ideas on that? What would you design? I know, a twister, like a Tasmanian devil, but it's a bunch of, like, it's a woman going, woo, right?
Or tornadoes could fix in there, twisters. Yeah. Like,
or you could go a little more direct, like on the nose.
Yes.
Or maybe
it's a big neon sign with a woman with very large breasts.
Neon.
But they're neon and they're kind of like circular, like almost spirals that go. And then there's a neon, picture a neon sign out. They move,
the cowboy smoking cowboy. His hands over here. His hands over here.
It's a hand with fingers, and the two fingers are pinching the nipple of one of the nipples of the woman.
That's not accurate, Art. I think it's more.
What is it?
I think they're more twisting.
Is it a twisting motion? I thought it was
it's
a pinch. It's like a ding, ding.
It is just. But they spent a lot of money on that sign.
And a lot of money on this set. They built this set. Apparently it burned down at one point they had to rebuild it during the filming.
Down at one point.
But Eric, I think you're underselling how much when they pull into this place. I thought when you watch the Mad Max movies, this is where those guys go to let loose, because it looks like we're in a Mad Max movie.
It does. It is. Almost like you're waiting to go VIP, you're waiting to go in, except in order to wait to go in, you just hang out and rev engines and dance around.
And flames, there's flames shooting up. It's very dystopian. And the architecture of it is sort of like Mayan, Central American sort of. It's a very interesting design on this place, and it looks big.
I agree. I remember the Border Patrol guy. Remember that guy? Yeah.
Cheech Marin? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wait a second.
He had a little role in this, Eric, before as a border guard.
Yep. Yeah. He's here again.
Yeah, but as a completely different character. Yeah.
Super long hair and a red shirt, and he's I thought I could help both of us out.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of dialogue in here that we just are like, I don't know if we're going to say that. Remember the pizza analogy, Art?
Yeah.
So they're not open yet, but he's trying to sell the joint, standing on the steps with a microphone. So I'm going to just say the first part of what he says for you. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Block your ears, everyone.
Okay.
And
You got your analogy. You have a good way to do this.
And it's Cheech. So I am copying Cheech's awesome voice, which he is also affectating, just so you know.
Yes.
But he says, "Attention pizza shoppers, take advantage of our penny pizza sale. If you buy one piece of pizza at the regular price, you get another piece of pizza of equal or lesser value for only a penny. Try and beat pizza for a penny. If you can't find cheaper pizza anywhere else, fuck it." See how pizza
Erik,
fits in?
What types of pizza do you have, Erik?
Oh gosh.
What type of?
I mean, what kind of pizza are you looking for? We got pizza. Really, you got, we're slashing pizza in half. It's a pizza blowout. We got white pizza, black pizza, Spanish pizza.
Oh my God.
We got hot pizza if you want it. All right, we got cold pizza. We got wet pizza. I think you would want that, but sometimes we got smelly, hairy, bloody.
This
Whatever
is
you
quite a
want,
monologue.
snapping,
I'm using it for my next community theater audition.
We should both do this as a serious piece when we're auditioning for something. Well, there's all kinds of pizza. We've got dog pizza, chicken pizza.
And in the credits of the movie, I don't think they ever actually call him this. Is Chet Pizza is his name.
Chet Pizza. Yeah, it is his name, yeah.
But nobody in the movie calls him that. They just, I think, in the credits,
because we're too busy just going, every time he says something.
And so our crew walks up. So it's Seth and Richie and the Fuller family. They walk up to the door. And he looks at Juliette Lewis and says, "And looks like we got American apple pie pizza."
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the problem with Seth is he can't wait. He can't wait to go in.
No.
He's like, we're going to take it easy. We're going to chill. And they chill by beating the shit out of Chet Pizza. And Richie has to kick him when he's down, and then they open the doors and go in. What?
So okay, yeah, because I was curious, because is it dusk? It looks
now
like
it's dusk, but I guess it was. They weren't ready.
Yeah.
They had to go through the whole pizza thing. Pizza, yeah.
And also, Erik, the idea, I can see when you need a guy like that, like Chet, on the street in like Bangkok or something.
You just have to say anything here. They're already here.
They're already there. Everybody's there. Like people drove a long way to get here.
Yep. Chet's probably like, listen, I want to work here. And they're like, okay. But can I do my pizza thing? You don't need to. Yeah, but I like it. I just want to say, what kind of pizza we have. Go ahead. All right, fine. Go ahead. The owner's my cousin. All right, go ahead.
So, yeah, they go in after beating the hell out of Chet and just leaving him there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what a bar, man.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, they built quite a set here.
It's one of, you think of like Jekyll and Hyde or something that you find at Universal Studios or Disney. It feels like it's Aztec theme, but of course there's a bunch of half-naked dancers dancing around in a crazy band and bikers and fights and broken bottles.
You know what I had, Erik? I said, if you put a neon biker bar inside the Indiana Jones adventure ride at Disney. That's what it looked like to me.
Yes. Yeah. They got girls dancing on tables. What I love is Seth is no nonsense. He's just like, no, he takes one of the girls off the table. He's like, nah, get down.
Well, there's a lot of girls dancing. They have a lot.
They have hired a lot of people.
Chet was right. They got it all here. But they hired a lot of girls to dance. And I noticed that, but none of them are like, did you notice none of them are getting tips? None of them are getting like cash stuffed in their G-strings or anything. I was like,
there's not a lot to stuff something
What
in.
are they getting paid to? Like,
it's part of the whole, it's part of it. It sounds like it's not just a bar.
I mean, I'm going to learn why as we go on. But I'm like, at first I'm like, what are the economics of this place?
You can see our voices have changed now, everybody, where we're at. This is part 2 where Art and I are like, okay, let's go. Because it's more... It's just a different movie now. Because when the guy does
57 minutes or something into the movie right now.
And pizza just the opening pizza dialogue. You're like, wait, is this the same movie? Because I mean, he even looks into the camera like he knows you're watching. So
Yeah.
and then this
Seth goes to get a drink at the bar, and it's Danny Trejo, a younger.
Oh my
He
God.
looks so much younger, doesn't he?
Holy crap.
Yeah, Danny
like
Trejo.
I said before, Art, I admire a body when there's a body, and Danny Trejo, my God, he is he's a hottie McHutster. He's just in a leather vest. And I think his muscles, it looks like he 3D printed them, and they're just so glorious.
Yeah. But he's the bartender, and he's telling him, you can't drink here. You guys got to leave.
Why?
Well, this bar is for bikers and truckers only.
Oh, well, you know what? It's the worst voice copy I could do. Sorry. But you know what? I'm Harvey Keitel right now. I got that vehicle out there. I don't know if you saw it, but it's a recreational vehicle, and you need, was it a Class D license?
Yeah, Class 2, he says.
Class 2 to drive it. So that makes me a trucker.
And these are my friends.
These are my friends.
I love how you and I are doing it like we're Billy Bob Thornton.
His voice is so hard to, like Harvey Keitel normally just, it's an interesting voice. But Danny serves him. He's like, all right, yeah, welcome to Titty Twister. What can I get you? So just to be clear, the Titty Twister is a biker bar, but they clearly are offering pizza. So is it free pizza?
Well, that's what I was saying. I was trying to figure out the economics here. I don't know.
We found our running thing, and I feel to blame, but do you pay by the slice? Like if you want pepperoni on your pizza, is it extra? It seems like it's multiple things in there.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a lot of people in here.
Oh my gosh.
There are a lot of bikers and truckers. You can kind of tell the difference because the bikers have some leather on them at some point, and the truckers have like flannelish type outfits. I think that's how we're supposed to distinguish.
You need a different license for a bike? Wait, so truckers and bikers?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, Art, is it truckers and bikers?
Yeah.
Or they let the bikers come because they want to be truckers? Yeah, right.
I think there's a reason. But I'll say this, Eric. Scotty, if you talk to Scotty's enjoying the view. Little younger Scotty. He's looking around like, whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
You mean, and Juliette Lewis is kind of rolling her eyes like a 17-year-old would. Oh my God.
She's not happy with it.
No.
But wants a drink. Know who can drink is Seth. So George Clooney is like, let's have a drink. And he is drinking. I have a drink. Like I'll drink. My favorite drink is a bourbon, but I will have a bourbon, like bourbon and ginger. And when I watch a movie, Orsina's always like laughing at me because every time they start drinking and I look at the bottle and it's 3/4 empty, I go, oh my God, how are they doing that? It's not possible. But he's pounding them down, and he's Juliette Lewis again, acting like a charm, like never had the drink before. She's doing a great job with, drinking it because she's not 21.
And they even get Scotty to drink.
Scotty's drinking.
Jacob isn't though, until Jacob says to him, what's wrong with you? Why you? And Seth says, I still can't get over. Because when they came in the bar and they went to the bar with Danny Trejo, a guy put his hand on Seth's shoulder, and he goes, I'm just thinking about that guy who put his hand on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about him.
And it's a big ass beefy guy. It's not
trucker, probably.
Yeah, this guy he's talking about is shaped like a barrel.
Burly. Yeah. Burly would be the description. But I like this dialogue. Jacob's like, are you such a loser that you can't enjoy that you've won?
What did you just call me? What did you just call me?
I didn't call you anything, Eric. I asked you a question.
Good dialogue.
He goes, are you such a loser that you can't admit you won? You made it. You got out of Texas. The entire country and the FBI is looking for you. And here you are. You're free. And you're worried about a guy who put his hand on your shoulder.
That's the problem. They are brothers, so they both got issues. Terrible parenting. That's what I think.
But Seth actually goes, you know what? You're right. Like, that's good stuff. Take a drink, and I won't be mad. So Jacob takes a drink. And now we're going to roam around, Eric. We're going to meet some other people in the bar right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to meet a few other characters.
Oh, no, Art.
What?
Are you calling something here?
No, he already has one.
What?
Yeah. Tom Savini. He already has a popcorn bucket award.
Is he on the wall?
Yeah, he's already on the wall.
Tom Savini, special effects artist, who actually I think does a pretty good job acting in this one.
Yes.
Is a biker.
Yes. And he has a whip.
You just have, it's a biker
He has
thing.
a whip.
You have a whip.
If you want a biker, Tom Savini's a pretty good bike guy to get for a biker.
Yeah.
But he's sitting at a table, Eric, and a guy sits down with a beer and he whips his whip and takes the beer from the guy.
Yep. Well, the guy, guy's going to do is, all right, you got a whip. I got a switchblade. Look at that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Tom Savini? What are you going to pull out of your arsenal?
Pull out. Is that on purpose?
Oh, yeah. You don't have the balls to fight me.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't have the balls?
That's right.
I don't have the balls.
What are you going to do? Shoot your wad, buddy? You got nothing.
Yeah. So the guy pulls a knife and Tom Savini is smiling and the camera goes down and he has like a cod piece. I don't understand how this is supposed to work. I have no idea.
I don't think
it flips over and it is a silver-plated gun attachment coming out of his crotch.
Yeah, but it's like a revolver, but with two barrels on either side, and then and let's call it what it is. It's a cock gun.
Yes,
but I thought
Eric,
it's not that big, really. I'm not that impressed.
So if you didn't know already, Eric, you are in a different movie than the one we were in 20 minutes ago.
Yes,
this is.
It's almost a comedy B-movie type of thing.
Because the guy goes, ooh, and the guy puts his knife away, and Tom Savini, it just goes back. It flips back over.
Yeah.
So we know he's there in the bar, this character. We're introduced to him.
Mm-hmm. There's another big guy. I think they introduced him here, right? Big guy with a mustache.
Yeah, Earl Williamson, he's an actor. He was in a lot of blaxploitation movies and things like that, this actor. But he's a big dude. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to build like something with like little runes or dominoes on the table, and the strippers are dancing, so they keep knocking them over. And it's like he's annoyed at the naked women. Yeah.
Trying to create art. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the band is playing.
Yeah. Robert Rodriguez's band, I guess.
Who knew?
Not bad. Mm-hmm. I have to say. But at this point, Danny Trejo takes the stage. Yes. There's a stage here, like a big stage.
Is this going to be the Indiana Jones show, the stunt show? I hope so.
He's going to introduce it, and he's like, quiet, you dogs.
Yeah, lowly.
You lowly dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, he introduces Santanico Pandemonium.
Yeah,
Rick.
let me, I just need an image to help me.
Yeah.
We're just gonna.
Such a name, Santanico Pandemonium.
Yeah, I guess they got it from a horror movie.
And curtains part, Eric, and lights come up.
Can I accompany you with music? Ready? Go ahead. You describe it. I'll try to accompany you.
the curtains part, lights come up slowly, and there is Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek with a white snake wrapped around her, and she's just sort of writhing, and the snake the snake's going through her hair.
Oh, it's going wherever it's going.
Around her hair, wherever it's going.
Yeah.
And it's Salma Hayek, obviously beautiful and talented, but also great cinematic image this is. It's kind of indelible.
For whatever reason, because she's
Yeah.
not doing anything in particular. It's not a dance routine.
No.
The notorious thing is they said just dance the music because she had a fear of snakes and didn't know what to do. And they're like, no, just dance.
She went to a therapist about it.
I would love to have been in there. It's like, yeah, I'm doing this scene and
Is this where we tell about how you met your wife? No.
Whoa, I did. Maybe that's.
I don't know, Eric. I was thinking about that.
Well, I was like, biker.
I know your wife sometimes pops on the podcast. I was going to ask her.
Yeah, she went for a walk, or I would have called her at this moment. Right. But fun fact is, I was a biker a long time ago, and I, I was just being attacked by the supernatural forces. I saw a girl at a pool party, and just Orsina is tall, and she was 20-something at a pool party in the 90s. So the bathing suits of the 90s, the high-waisted strap.
Calm down.
So I want to point out they had a pool here, so probably not any HBO, but that she was standing in front of this cat. It was a cast party, and she had a smaller but equally impressive boa constrictor on her, and she was posing for pictures. And at that time, believe it or not, I looked and I walked right by her because I was on the prowl for a 5'3" blonde girl, and I was looking for someone else. And now I see that picture. I have it, and
I've seen that picture. Yeah.
It's Selma Hayek underwear time. This is not underwear; it's a outfit. But the '90s, that high rise, it's like a deep crimson outfit with barely anything, and she's got like Aztec jewelry. And then she started with a cape and everything, and a headdress. But then it's gone. Snake's gone, and she is just writhing. And no one is saying anything.
The whole bar is so quiet. Well, if you have headphones on, do you hear the little comments? People, there's like little voices to the sides going like, "Ooh, yeah, woohoo!
Oh, yes,
all right,
they probably,
take it off." Like,
they probably had to add something.
Yeah, they had to add. That's what it sounds like, Eric. They had a few people record some things, and they just added them.
Selma Hayek is 30 years old in this.
This would have been, she had done Desperado at this point, and
just a magnet. Let me point out that I have already drooled over the bartender. So
yes, you did.
I can now drool over her because she was blessed.
Yeah. And so she comes down, and now suddenly, did you notice this, Eric? Suddenly there's a catwalk that comes down from the stage right to the table that Seth and all of them are sitting at. But I was like, I don't think it was there before. I don't think that was there.
It's like a Broadway show. It appears out of nowhere.
She walks all the way down, and she makes a beeline. Who she's interested in, it seems, is Richie. Richie's right at the end of the catwalk.
She must love foreheads. She's like, I need a man with a forehead.
She goes right to Richie, and she puts her foot in his mouth.
Yep, standing up. And then she basically acts like a human fountain and pours alcohol down her body and into his mouth.
It is the weirdest. And then she sort of pours it into her own mouth, but lets it dribble out onto his face. And we've said before on this podcast, Eric, no kink shaming to anybody, but it's not my thing. So I'm sort of like, what is going on? Like, this is
in defense of that particular thing. I think if Selma Hayek came up to me and I was sitting there and she just raised her foot and put it on my lips, I would probably just go, I just, fun fact is that sort of thing happened to me at a nightclub. Mm-hmm. Did I tell you that?
What?
Yes. I was with a friend. I wish it was this intense. I was with a friend dancing, and this attractive woman comes up to me, has a drink, sticks her finger in her drink, and then points it up towards me like this. So I just went, oh, okay. And I opened my mouth. She stuck her finger in my mouth. And then I just looked around like, huh. And then she pulled it out. And then she told me that her friends told her to do it to see if I would do it. And I go, well, I guess your friends won that bet, huh? And then we danced for a little bit.
Okay.
But there was no boa, no snakes. So there you go.
Weird.
It can happen to you, everyone. It can happen to you.
This is all weird. And I do want to point out, this is like an hour and 8 minutes into the movie or something. Hour and like 6 minutes.
If you've seen the preview, you're thinking this is all about vampires.
Yeah.
Not a vampire to be seen.
No. But here's where things start to change a little bit. I mean, obviously we've changed because we're in the titty twister bar. But remember Chet Pizza from out front?
Chet Pizza, yeah.
Chet Pizza. Cheech Marin, he comes into the bar.
I like it because Cheech is just like, he's all whiny. He's like, that guy hit me, knocked me down, hit me, his friend kicked me. Like he was like, Dad, Mom. And Danny Trejo's like, what? And then you got that freaking
burly trucker guy.
He swallowed a bourbon barrel is what happened.
So you got these three guys now coming up to the table, and Seth sees them. And I like this line of dialogue. He says to Richie, get back on the clock. I kind of like that because Richie's tongue is hanging out of his mouth looking at Santanico.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, get back on the clock. And these guys come up behind them. But Richie's hand is on the table, the one that he got shot in.
Yes.
And Danny Trejo slams a very ornate knife into Richie's hand.
And then I think Richie pulls out a gun, and then it just turns into a gunfight. And well, no, not a gunfight because they're the only ones who have guns, right? They shoot the crap out of Danny Trejo. He's dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the big guy.
Burly guy.
And I love that Cheech is just standing there like, and then they just unload on him. It just bah, 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 bah.
But Richie is holding his hand. His hand is all bloody, and the blood is sort of dripping. Bloody. It's a great special. I have to say that the makeup is really good on it, and it's red blood and it's dripping, and we just see. So the hand is in the foreground, and in the background is Santanico, and she's looking down, Salma Hayek. And you notice something's changed with her. She is focused on that hand that's dripping blood.
Yep.
She can't take her eyes off it.
I love it. Hard right turn. I just think this is hard right turn. She transforms. It's okay because it's all CG, but they didn't need to do it that way. But she just transforms into a snake woman, like a reptilian, I wouldn't say a vampire. You're like, what? It is a snake woman. She's a snake.
Yeah, watching this time, Eric, because I remembered obviously vampires. And when that changes, I was like, wait, are they vampires or are they, like, what is she? I didn't know.
I don't know, but that special effects guy's like, here we go.
Oh, well, that's what I think this is. Everybody should know this, what we're going to talk about from here on. This is what the special effects guys, this is what they wanted this movie for.
A hole in the hand is nothing.
So she just pulls Richie and she bites him in the neck. She just, so Quentin Tarantino's got a big chunk out of his neck. Seth shoots her.
Right. So four people are dead. The three guys, pizza, and two guys, pizza, and her just killed her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And Richie, Seth goes over to Richie and he's like realizing Richie's dead.
Yep.
But hard right turn again. Remember our three guys who tried to take him, Eric?
Yeah.
We got our three amigos.
Yeah.
We got Danny Trejo, Cheech, and the burly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get up.
They sit up.
They're vampires.
Yeah. Do you want to describe the makeup here? They're kind of exaggerated features, right?
A lot of eyes, big like this, and then big fangs. And Danny Trejo has got it's the American Werewolf in London face, like But then the other two guys look. I had to figure it out because I have to figure out what they are because we got Snake Woman, right? Danny Trejo is probably a wolf kind of a thing. These other two guys, I think, are bat people.
Okay.
Like they got their noses look like W.C. Fields if he had continued drinking from beyond the grave. Like it got the the old guy nose where like some like if you go to Italy and there's like a really old gentleman, he's just got his nose. It looks like a cauliflower. That's what. I don't know why I said Italy, but we were there and I saw it. So there you go. But that's what they're vampires. They're like, wow. And so they're alive.
They are. And Trejo grabs Tom Savini. He goes after Tom Savini, but we know Tom Savini has something up his sleeve. Not really. Is something up his Speedo.
That weapon comes in handy.
The crotch gun comes out. Foop, foop, it flips, and he just blows Danny Trejo vampire away.
Video he's like, because if you don't move your crotch, it doesn't have the power. And I was just thinking the kickback of that gun, his testicles must be hurting.
Well, I did a little digging on that, and they said, Tom Savini says, when I was in Vietnam, we used to test to see the kickback, and we'd put the gun against our cheek, against our just to see if the kickback was bad enough. And he says, nah, that kickback wouldn't be. And I'm like, where does the gun go when it flips? I don't know. Like what?
Wait, where's the handle? Is the handle in his butt?
Like what?
It's like you
activate it by squeezing your butt cheeks or
you have
doing a kegel or something.
Yes,
like do
you, he's like kegel. How do you reload?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think he said it's belt fed when I read the.
Oh, okay. Wow, they really thought about it.
Yeah, but he shoots a couple, but then this is where we notice the strippers are now. They have the eyes, they're vampires, and one of them says, "Dinner is served."
Yep. They lock remember that big ass door we talk about, the double castle doors, whatever? They put a big like a wooden beam, lock everybody in. So is this a thing? Is it like it's a vampire club and they lure people in every night and then they eat them all?
Yeah, because all the strippers are now vampires. All those strippers we saw earlier.
Yep. The band
and the band is vampires, but they're still playing. But now the lead guitarist, has a human torso as a guitar.
Yeah.
He's playing a human torso.
Yes, with a leg stuck in its crotch. It's just like what? Where did that come from? Are they magic? Are they
Eric,
also magic?
Is this a little, when I saw that with the band and the guitarist, I was like, this is going a little bit towards the Gremlins bar.
Yeah.
What do you got for an idea?
Yep.
Let's
what if
do
the
it.
Band had corpses instead of instruments?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do whatever. There's no bad ideas.
Nope. And the vampires start just tearing up the place, killing everybody.
I want to point out it's fights as well as gore. It's fist fight, like punching and knocking over tables, like a bar fight, but then a ripped throat. Like it's like a combination of gore and a Burt Reynolds Hooper fight in a bar or something. Like I just expected Burt Reynolds, to turn and go to the camera.
Yeah, what's his name from Smokey and the Bandit? I don't think my dog bit you.
Yeah. It's just interesting. To me, it was an interesting sort of thing. And this is where you pointed out when we started that you want to see it on a big screen. And it made me feel like when all this starts going, I'm like, this probably is fun. I saw it in a theater. I can't remember, but this is probably fun with an audience and up on a big screen when this stuff starts going.
Yep.
Here.
And there's so much going on. So I don't have like bits to bits, but there's they're not. Well, when you think of a vampire, there's so many crazy ass vampires here that they didn't even use. And if you look at one of them, it's a woman with a stomach that's open with rows of teeth in it. And you're just like, what? It looks like a yellow submarine. Remember the chompers or whatever they are, the guys with the fez hat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It scared the shit out of me, that movie. We should do that. But all kinds of crazy ass.
Yeah.
vampires.
Chet Pizza gets up and goes after Kate. He's like, one thing people say about me, I suck. And I'm wondering, were they making these lines up on the spot? I don't know that this is Tarantino's writing here, but I'm wondering.
Well, remember, Art, that they're Christian folk, and she's got that little baby cross on her necklace, and she just jams it in his mouth.
And he starts steaming from inside.
Yes.
And then he melts
like
a Evil Dead.
No,
is what I thought.
I got a better one. I mean, yes,
okay.
I got a better one. Another vampire. Well, not a vampire helper.
Is this Fright Night?
Yeah.
Fright Night, you're thinking he melts like in Fright Night. Yeah. And then he sort of spits goo. That's what I think. I was thinking of Evil Dead. It's like a white gooey stuff. And Kate gets hit with it a little bit. But then we see Earl Williamson, the big guy we were talking about earlier, not the bad guy, but the guy who was trying to build his dominoes. He is, I'll just say, he's grabbing strippers and dropping them on turned over table legs.
Yes.
That it's a montage of him.
Yes.
It's, I think, like 6 of them.
Four.
Okay.
4 table legs, which is a table leg.
Yeah.
It is a blunt object at the end. Like you throw an average person over that, they're just going to be like, ow, son of a bitch. I don't think they're going to go through it. But they also dissolve.
Yes.
Right? So a lot of dissolving.
And then the other thing that's going on in another corner of the bar is sex. I don't want to give it away yet. I don't want to give it away yet.
Don't you do
it. Tom Savini is jumping from pool table to get away from the vampires. And Danny Trejo sees him. Yeah.
I love Danny Trejo with his tongue. He's like, ah.
He's like, come on, bring it on.
And he is in great shape. So there's some vampire. I have issues with vampires.
But Tom Savini uses a pool cue to stab.
Well, he
Danny
used
Trejo.
his whip. He whipped.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Knocks him on the ground. And Danny Trejo just sits like it's never happened. He's like, oh, and then pool cues him. Yeah.
And then, so then we cut, and right in the middle of everything going on, Santanico and Seth are sort of squaring off.
Yep.
In the middle there.
And they're wicked strong, apparently, which is confusing to me because they're wicked strong, but they just took out the most massive vampire in seconds.
Yeah.
And I think she's the head, and I'm ready for her to be throughout the entire movie in some form of outfit. Snake face aside. She's
going to be our villain. That's what I thought.
Yeah. And she flings Seth across the room. And then she goes up to him, and is she the vampire face? No, I think she's back to...
She loses the reptile head. Yeah, it's now Salma Hayek.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to make you my lapdog.
My slave.
Yeah, and I'm going to have you lick the shit off my boots forever. Something like that, right?
She says, welcome to slavery. And
yes, and then she turns into the...
But Seth apparently improvised, says, I've already had a wife. They improvised it on the set.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the actual movie.
Yeah.
But they used it in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And the trailer got such a great reaction.
They're like, we got to use it.
They put it back in the movie.
Yeah. So she gets, he has the gun, but he doesn't shoot her because you can't kill him with guns. Right?
Yeah.
So he shoots a chandelier.
Yes.
And it's
metal. It's like a big metal candelabra chandelier.
Yes.
I know where you're going with this.
And
I know
it
where you're going
takes
with
her
this.
out, and she gets killed.
Melted.
And the CG isn't always that great, but I want you to know that when she died, she liked it. She was doing that, sweet release kind of a thing.
Okay, I didn't notice that.
She was like, which they do a lot with vampires, which I think is...
Are you sure you're not just seeing that? Like Richie sees things?
Well, wait, I have a video. Let me just rewatch it. Oh, all right, there's that one. I have a few here. Hold on. Oh, there's that one. Oh,
Eric, the podcast, we got to get going.
Huh? What?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, we're doing it.
But is your point, Eric, that why did that chandelier make her dead as a vampire? What?
Yeah.
I was wondering, because I was looking closely on my second watch of the movie, Eric, to see if there was something wood on the chandelier, but it seems all metal, so I wasn't quite sure.
Yep. So they're dying. stakes, a lot of stakes and crosses, right? But
Well,
this one,
yeah. But then we're going bananas here because Earl Williamson, our big burly guy, good guy here, a biker guy. The other big burly guy, the bad guy, we said, the lumberjack guy, Barrel, he comes running, and Earl Williamson, as he runs by, sticks his hand out and takes out the guy's heart. And then he's holding the guy's heart.
like kung fu style. It's martial arts style. He's like, "Wah!" But then I don't think he realized it because he's holding this gross black heart in his hands. He's like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
And it's still.
So burly guy isn't dead.
Nope.
Yeah.
Gets right back up.
Mm-hmm. And so Seth and Jacob, Harvey Keitel, start beating the crap out of the burly guy with like table legs or something. They're
No
beating
effect,
him up.
though. No
Yeah,
effect.
no effect. But Tom Savini to the rescue. He just puts this together. I guess he figures this out, and he takes a pencil and stabs the heart.
Yep. And that does it. He just goes,
That does it.
And dies, but does not fall. He just dies.
Yeah, it doesn't melt. There's a lot of inconsistency here. I knew you would have them too, because I was like, is Erik okay with it seems like just that's where I said like the Gremlins thing. They're just throwing everything they can in here. And I guess the idea is the audience is going to have a fun time, and we're moving so quickly from one thing to the next.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have time to think about anything.
Well, what I'm thinking about is the band. Wasn't the band playing?
Yes.
What happens here? I think they vanquished almost everybody's dead, meaning bikers, vampires.
Well, there is one last confrontation between 4 weird strippers in different points of decay.
This is the chomper. This is the stomach chomper person.
Yeah, there's 4 strippers rise up.
Yes.
And they all are kind of different creatures, I would say.
You just don't know where to look.
Yeah.
One of them looks like just grandma didn't give up her career. She's like, I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
And then there's another one who's like, whoa, okay, giving Selma Hayek a run for her money. But yeah, they're all there, and they're just like,
and it's Jacob, Seth, Tom Savini, and Earl Williamson facing off against these 4 strippers.
Mm-hmm. And they supernatural beings that have been doing this for quite some time, easily dispatched by these 4 people who've never done this before.
And then Tom Savini says now they dispatch them, and they're all around them, and they say, is he the one who says, are they supposed to burn up or something? Yeah. And right on cue, all the bodies go.
Yeah. So that's where this consistency, they all gone.
Yeah.
Not the victims, though. All the victims, they're dead.
And this is where
band.
I guess Tom Savini's character does not like the band, because he says, now let's kill that effing band.
I love that you say effing band. Like, it's rated R. We can say it. Yep.
So they turn on the band, but the band just says, thank you, good night. Or whatever.
He says, fuck you. Fuck you very much. Good night. Gives people the finger, and then they explode. What? So
but
did
the
they kill
torso is left. I noticed the torso
it's not a vampire.
stays. Yeah.
But did they kill themselves?
I guess. I don't know. But Seth has a nice moment with Richie.
Yeah, because he's dead.
He leans down, and Richie's like, I love you. I love you, Richie.
I love you too, Seth. Ah! And I think it would have been good enough because he was scary. He came to life. He had the eyes and the teeth. I love you too, Seth. Richie.
But then Richie has the makeup that I didn't like it.
No.
I didn't like it.
Remember the forehead I was talking about?
Yeah.
They went forehead heavy on this. He looks, you know what he looks like? He looks like the villain in The Mask with Jim Carrey when they did that villain. It's like, what are you doing?
But compared to like all the other makeup they were doing, this to me looked like, if you're watching like Modern Family and like Ty Burrell had dresses Frankenstein for Halloween, this would be what it looked like. It just was, that style, I
Yeah,
guess, or something. It wasn't.
It's not really scary. It's kind of weird.
And it tells me something that I think we're on the right track, Eric, because did you notice suddenly they switch and he doesn't have all that makeup on, and him and Seth exchange like a little back and forth. And like you said, it's much subtler.
Mm-hmm.
But then they switch back, they cut back, and he has the makeup on again. And I'm wondering if in the post-production, they did a reshoot and they're like, we can't do this exchange with him in this makeup. Yep. What do you think? I think.
Well, I know we've been going back and forth because the short film I was talking about before, but I had that same problem where I get possessed, and then we did makeup. We did test makeup that we went just really silly because they turn into basically Animal from the Muppets, and we thought, okay, let's go crazy. And we did the huge eyebrows and hair and everything, and the teeth. And it looks hilarious. But then when it came time to shoot, we just thought, we wanted to be scary. So we toned it down, and it still gets the point across, but it's frightening.
Right.
This is where they were like,
so they
hold him. They hold Seth, and then Richie stakes him with a...
opposite. Yeah, Seth stakes Richie.
Yeah.
Hammers a pool cue through his chest.
Why? Here's the point, is that it seems like if one guy can reach in and pull out another guy's heart, and then he has to pound this stake into Richie, I'm like, wait, what's going on? Because what they go over is that they think that the vampires they're so easy to kill. How did they last this long? Can you tell me? And they're so squishy because you can just throw them over a table and they goes right through them.
That's right. Like, because Tom Savini's saying that, right? He's like, these guys, their skin. Yeah.
So he kills his own, re-kills his own brother. But I guess
skull drops on the floor, like he melts.
Yeah,
and the
it's
skull
good.
falls.
It's a Quentin Tarantino skull, which is funny.
But doesn't it remind you, Eric, of Fright Night? The skull rolling down the stairs after he melts.
Yep.
I caught that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they hear a noise coming out from outside. Remember, they're closed in, and they realize, oh shit, it's bats, and there's a swarm of bats outside, which I am in now. Now I'm in. I'm like, ooh, are these vampires trying to get in? Mm-hmm. Which, if they are, just to be clear, they own the place, and there's a bar across the front door that's holding the door closed. There's no other way in for these bats. They own the place. Don't they have underneath the pot, there's a key? Give me a break.
You see the little bat go down and
get the key. Oh, you were supposed to put it last vacation. Did you not put it back?
Yeah.
Shit. They're trying to climb in the window. You know how you're trying to open the window. This one's locked. Shit. Get the ladder. Get the ladder from the shed. Yeah. So there's a bunch of vampire bats out there.
So now inside, they're like, let's stake all these dead people that are around. So they're going around, right, staking all the dead people. Just to make sure they don't come back as vampires, everybody.
Yes. And our girl does a great job because she's trying to, it's a guy, it's like, he looks kind of nice and she's ready to stake him and she can't. She's like, she's putting her hair back.
Do it.
And she can't, but then when he gives her the face, like, she's just like, son of a bitch. I thought that was pretty good.
But then one of them pops up and Tom Savini, right?
He gets bit on the arm, which, okay, doesn't matter because they're vampires, so what?
Right.
If you get bit on the arm by a vampire, you bleed. That's it.
Yeah.
According to lore.
But he wraps it up. He wraps it up and doesn't cut. He looks like he doesn't want to tell. It's that thing when zombie apocalypse and one guy gets bit and they want to hide it from everybody else.
But they're vampires, not zombies, so it doesn't matter, right?
And this is where they're going to have a little conference. They're like, what do we do? And they're going over things about vampires. What do we know? Garlic, wood, steak, silver, all that stuff.
Speaking of which, introductions. Now
we learn names.
Himself.
Yeah. We learn names. The big guy, Earl Williamson, I said he's Frost. His name is Frost. Frost. Yeah. And Tom Savini says his name is Sex Machine.
Yeah. He's like, Sex Machine. How are you? I just think he doesn't even say it like, I'm Sex Machine. You know, he's like, Sex Machine. How you doing? Yeah, so they've staked all the ones that have turned. So now they're
Yeah, they're
by
going out, yeah.
themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only survivors.
Yes. And I think, is it Harvey Keitel says, like, we're all throwing things out from movies, but has anybody read an actual book about vampires? And I knew you would like this. Tom Savini says, what do you mean, like a Time Life book? I said, Eric will know exactly what he's talking about.
Yes, of course. Time Life presents vampires. Yeah. And then I think it's Seth. Seth is live. It's George Clooney. He's like, all right, I don't believe in vampires, but we know we're dealing with vampires. So what do we know? What do we know? And then going all the stuff. And this is where we learn, holy water and all that kind of stuff. And
we have, Seth is like, we have our secret weapon here. We have a pastor.
Yep. And
right?
He's like, no, I'm not. I'm done with that. And he's like, listen, buddy, without you, we got nothing, but you can turn holy water, water into a weapon. Like you're mean. What does he say? Mean motherfucking something.
Man of God or something.
Yeah.
Mean motherfucking man of God.
Yeah.
And he makes him say it.
Yeah.
It's like
servant of God. I'm a mean motherfucking servant of God.
Yeah. But it takes a long time for him to get there to even say it. Harvey Keitel is really, really kind of bound up in this character. He is. He's just really tightly. Yeah. Yep. But so anyways, we should move on.
Yeah. So Frost, he's talking about what is going on. He just has this monologue.
He was in Vietnam and he wants them to know that because it seems bleak. I think he's trying to give an inspirational monologue or something.
Sound like it.
So he's talking about his time in Vietnam, and it is a long monologue. But really what it's doing is to cover that off to the side, Sex Machine starts to hear voices in his head.
Yeah,
he starts to hear, kill them all, kill them.
Yeah.
And he's looking around. And Tom Savini is playing this like a comedy. He's like looking side to side. He's like kind of, what's those voices? Where? And then his vision starts to go weird. So he's sort of, his eyes bug out of his head. He's like, what am I looking at? He's really playing this.
He does a good job because then
it's like it's Looney Tunes, Eric.
Yeah. He's licking around his mouth like, and then he sees he has fangs. He's like, oh shit. And he looks at his hands and they're monster hands. He's like, oh, and he's hiding. It's really
hides them behind his back.
Yeah.
And
while we don't even know what Frost is saying now, he's just like, like it doesn't
something
even matter
about they threw a grenade in at him or something, like a
bodies
grenade
piled up.
Yeah. So he keeps doing this. And then we go a big close up on Frost.
Mm-hmm.
And he's finishing his monologue. We don't get to hear the end of the story because two hands, they reminded me of the hand from Idle Hands, that movie we did. Yeah. They creep up over his shoulders.
And then it's just, Sex Machine bites him. Mm-hmm. And he is pretty good. I like Tom Savini's makeup in this. He looks kind of scary.
And Sex Machine, Frost throws Sex Machine like across the room.
Well, that's the mistake, Art.
It is, yeah.
Like, he is wicked. He's strong as a vampire, I guess.
He's like something out of Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah. But throws him through those wooden doors. And those bats, they don't need that key now. They're like, you can stop looking, Earl. We got a way in. They all come in.
Mm-hmm.
And I put this one. Frost is now a vampire because he got bit. And he's just got this weird ass Fright Night face.
Totally. And his mouth is permanently like opened wide, sort of.
And he's just going like,
and the bats are flying by him. He's sort of in the center of the bats. Kind of it's a fun
it is
shot.
Fun, but I'm ready for more because like, okay, these are vampire bats. And that's exactly what starts happening is they start forming into vampires. Mm-hmm. So what, hundreds?
There's a lot. So Seth, Scotty, and Kate run down a hallway to a back room while these bats are just
there's only
chasing them.
4 people.
Yeah.
Right?
Jacob's not with them.
Yep. And Jacob gets bit on the arm.
Yeah.
And they leave him accidentally. He jumps over the bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's under the bar, but they go to this back storeroom.
I love this back storeroom.
It ends up being a lot bigger than I thought it was when they first went in.
They go down a hallway that looks like it's made out of like earth or stone.
And it's cool. The bats are coming down the hallway behind them.
And they close the door barely on it. And this one of my favorites is the bat monster. It's like trying to get in.
He looks a little like the creatures in The Descent, that movie, The Descent.
Yeah. And they find that this is where the vampires will take all the stuff out of the trucks and store it up here. So they got everything there. What do you call it? It's a montage?
Yeah. Well, Jacob is still out in the place with the bats flying around. He has to get to them, so he takes a baseball bat and a shotgun.
Yeah, because you can make crosses out of anything.
And he puts them together, and he makes his way back to the storeroom to them by basically warding off these creatures and then shooting them with the shotgun.
Which wouldn't do anything.
I know, but so he gets back there with them.
They find out everything you ever need to fight vampires is here. Everything. We did that last time. Everything. They got super soakers. They've got a what is it? A power tool?
Like a jackhammer. It's sort of like the idea is like a jackhammer, but they put a big wooden stake on the end of the jackhammer.
And crossbows. All the things bikers carry on their journeys.
Mm-hmm. Well, Eric, also rocket condoms.
Yeah, they have. Well, that makes sense. But they're filling those with holy water, squirt guns with holy water, so that they are armed and ready to go.
They are all set. So we got George Clooney has the jackhammer with the stake. Kate has the crossbow. Mm-hmm. Scotty has the super soakers. And Jacob has his cross/baseball bat/shotgun.
Yep. And he's pretty sensible because he's just like, you know what? I'm going to turn. And when I do, it's not going to be me. So don't hold back. You kill me.
He says in an hour I'll turn. So I don't know where he got that from, but it's just, it's weird. I was
like Sex Machine and the other guy, they turned like 5 seconds.
Yeah. He was in an hour I'll turn.
I read it in a book. A Time Life book says about an hour you'll turn. I read that.
Yeah.
So they go out there to fight them off, and there is now it's like a rave for vampires.
Yeah, and they're those ashen, grayish vampire batish type of things.
Yeah, they're monsters.
Them, right? Yeah.
They look like
monsters now.
So they're vampires are monsters.
And behind the scenes, I know you love this stuff. They only had 6 real full suits that they could use. So they were cleverly using camera angles, how they arranged crowds and things to get use out of those 6 real good suits.
Yep. And so we have to remember that Sex Machine and Frost are vampires now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
we got Clooney's jackhammering them.
Yeah. What the hell kind of
Kate shooting arrows at them. Oh, did you? One thing we should mention is on as far as guns, they have guns, but they carved crosses on the front of the bullets.
So that works.
I guess that
Maybe
counts.
That's why the shotgun cross works. I don't know. And Seth has to confront Sex Machine, right?
Yes. Where he rips Sex Machine's head off.
With his own whip.
Yeah, with a whip.
So it easily pops off.
Yeah, but they told us they're soft, I guess.
Yep.
So how, I don't know.
Sex Machine.
But he kicks it over to Kate. He kicks Sex Machine's head over to Kate. And she doesn't hesitate this time. Remember, she hesitated with that other guy?
Right.
She shoots a Sex Machine with her crossbow at his head. Does his head kind of explode like a... It kind of goes like...
You know what? I don't actually know, but I bet it does.
I think it kind of explodes.
So he's dead.
Well, no. Because the movie, now we're seeing something completely new.
What? I loved it. It's just...
Yeah.
Vampires, I don't know how they landed on that. Because Sex Machine sprouts a giant rat, a hairless rat head, and basically turns into an awesome practical creature rat monster dude. Just like
he reminded me a little bit of, remember John Carpenter's The Thing?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the dog-like heads that come out of the Thing creature.
Yep.
It reminded me a little bit of that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's kind of really,
And then he's attacking who? He's attacking Seth, right?
Yes, yeah.
With
it's on top of him. The teeth are right near his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's Kate who comes to the rescue.
Oh, Kate. You know, because she's such a badass. She's fought vampires before. She's not.
Well, she whistles at it like it's a dog.
Uh-huh.
You're like, and it turns.
How does she dispatch? I don't have that.
She shoots it and it burns up.
Oh.
It kind of catches on fire. It kind of crumbles and burns to the ground. It's screaming. Yeah.
Yep. And then we've got Frost is left.
Frost gets Jacob, attacks Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
So Jacob sticks his shotgun into Frost's stomach and it goes out the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, he starts shooting it and he's shooting other vampires through Frost.
Right.
Yeah. So
it
he's
is
using
gore fest too. There's like green blood, but red blood, and so. And then how does he dispatch the?
Well, Frost, I think he's dead. I think he just drops the ground. I had in my notes. I'm not sure how Frost is dead.
Yep.
Maybe because it was the cross shotgun, but he kind of falls down.
Yeah. And I guess it's been an hour, right?
Yeah.
They've been fighting for a full hour.
Yeah. Because what happens is the vampires stop advancing on Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going after him.
Yep. And then he turns around and his makeup is, I'm like, what is this? What is it?
He even has a beard.
He's got the ears and then he's got that really naughty kind of, I don't know, it's a bat human look like that. And he bites his frickin', he said, I'm going to turn.
And shoot me. Yeah.
But he attacked
Scotty.
He bites Scott, but Scott's like, no, all right, remember, Dad? You said it. He has a water balloon.
Yeah, it was condom. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't know why I had to correct.
I know, you're like, no, Eric,
I had to correct
it's a condom. It goes around your vampire penis. It goes around that little gun you have in your crotch.
Right.
It's like a silencer for that gun. And he hits him in the face with it, and half of his face basically...
For CGI, not bad. I will say the melted half of the face. I thought
practical, but Dad's out, but Scott's bit, and I guess now it's a Scotty sandwich. What are we doing here? Is a Scotty feast of Scotty?
All of them start just grab Scotty. It's almost like when you're watching The Walking Dead or something,
very zombie.
They pull Scotty in, there's always that scene in The Walking Dead where you're like, oh no, the person's
pulled
gone.
down.
Yeah. But he's calling out to Kate to kill me. And she obliges.
Yep.
But when she does it, he blows up and kills like every other vampire that's around him.
He's got all that holy water on him.
So that's right.
Splattered.
Is that what happened? I didn't catch that.
I am trying so hard.
You might be. No, you might be right. When she shot him, because he had the big super soakers and everything. Mm-hmm. So I think you might be right, Eric. That's what happened.
It's like, no, that's a box of dynamite.
No, I think you're right.
Yep. So who do we have left? We got Seth and Kate, and
they're being cornered. They're back to back in the middle of the room.
But there's still, hundreds of vampires.
Yeah.
So that's it. They're going to die.
No.
Oh.
Sunlight.
Art.
Sunlight. Always sunlight. Eric.
Art, are you telling me that the end of a horror movie that starts at night, it's now dawn?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I never would have.
Eric, it's in the title. Come on.
But that's weird. They usually don't do that in a horror movie where it's dawn. So they've been going for a long time because in Mexico, that sun goes down. It's night for a long time.
Yeah. But it's coming through like holes, like windows, I guess, because the bats couldn't get through those earlier.
No, bats can't get through the bullet hole windows. No.
Is it all the bullet holes? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But it's making shafts of light all through the thing. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of cool. The vampires can't really get at them because the shafts of light are going across.
They stole all of this from Fright Night. All of it.
Yeah, so the vampires can't really get them. They're in the middle, but it's tight there. But then
Someone's at the
suddenly
door.
we hear a knock at the door, and I love it because we recognize the voice right away. If anybody who grew up with Cheech and Chong,
Yeah.
you
Like, wait, is this
hello,
the guy that died? Nope.
hello.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm looking for my friend Seth.
I love it that it's a bar and he's just like it's at somebody's house.
Yeah,
Can I come in?
and Seth is like, shoot out the door, come in, open the doors, and they shoot through the doors and it opens up, and the vampires are like, and Seth and Kate run out, but that's not the end. They do a last little thing. Remember, this is a bar, Eric. There's a disco ball that was above the band.
Yes.
And the light hits the disco ball.
Mm-hmm. And it's great. Every single vampire gets taken out by the light. And then, of course, vampires explode. So everything's exploding. And of course, as they get out, the whole bar is exploding on the inside. And
yeah.
so
now they're out. It's daylight, Eric. They're outside.
It's dawn.
And Cheech Marin is there, a whole other character.
Oh, look, he's got 3 roles.
He's Carlos that they were going out to see. Yeah. And he's got 2 henchmen. Yeah.
Yeah, he just goes up. Seth goes up to Carlos and punches him in the face. He's like, they didn't realize there's fucking vampires in here. And what I love is
and he
Carlos,
says, why did you choose this place?
I don't know.
Seth is like, yeah.
And one place is good as another.
I drove it by a few times. I've never been in it.
It's just like, what does it matter? Oh, so
he's like, didn't you see they were vampires? And Cheech goes, maybe they were psychos or something?
Psycho? Yeah, because they didn't see any of it.
No. So he says, how can I make it up to you? And I guess he's supposed to pay him some money. He doesn't get much of a discount.
A gangster says, how can I make it up to you? I'm sorry.
Yeah. But what I did like is he doesn't really get that much of a discount
but he gets
what he's supposed to pay Carlos.
He gets
He does get a sports car. Kate's there, and Kate kind of says, maybe I should come with you. I got no family anymore.
Yep.
Jacob and Scotty are gone.
No
But
go.
Seth is like, no way. No.
And he just gives her a wad of cash. So that's it. He drives off. Can you imagine a 17-year-old girl who just lost her entire family and killed a bunch of vampires? Is just standing there with a wad of cash.
Yeah. But she gets in the RV, Eric, and just starts driving out.
She knows how to drive because she's a trucker. Now.
But our camera pulls back, Eric.
I love this.
And now we're seeing behind the titty twister. Yes. We're seeing the backside of the titty twister.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's called the butt tunnel. No, what is it called?
Come on now.
I'm just saying. I don't know what the back is called. The rear entrance. Nope.
Yes. But yeah.
It's a great shot.
Yeah.
It's a matte painting.
Yeah, it's a matte painting.
Like it's a matte painting, but it's really cool because you see abandoned trucks and cars and things piled up in different places. And then you realize that the whole back of the titty twister is an Aztec temple. It just goes down and down and down. And I thought, oh, that is so, so cool.
Yeah. It's like, it's been here forever.
Yes.
And every night, truckers and bikers
come
and
there
it's dinner
and never
time.
Go around the back to take a piss. Nobody's like, hey, man, do they have a back deck?
But basically, that's it. Yep. That's our end of the movie. Last shot.
Yes. And my only beef is that when it's established that there's this, 1,000 years of vampires, is this the day that they all were just stupid and lazy? And are they that easy to kill? You just punch one in the balls and his balls fall off. You know what I mean? You just could get and they're not vampire. I don't know what kind of vampires they are. They're like something else. But that was my only beef is that they've been running this thing for a long time. And then 2 guys and a family of 4 kick everybody's ass.
Mm-hmm. Is Santanico the leader? Was she the leader of it?
If you watch,
let's get into that. Yeah. There's sequels to this movie. There's 2 sequels.
Don't.
And then there's a TV series.
Do it. Do the TV series. At least season 1.
Oh, you like the TV series?
At least season 1 because the person who played how are you going to outdo Selma
Season
Hayek?
1 now, from what I understand, is this movie basically, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
And then season 2, you're like, oh, come on. I don't remember what happened in season 3, but the person who plays Santanico Pandemonium is amazing.
Okay. All right. Maybe I
And
might
the
check
other
that out.
characters are awesome.
Because I've heard the two sequels, movie sequels to just
Hangman's Daughter or some.
Yeah.
It's just, and it's the guy from who I like from Terminator 2. He's
Patrick. Robert Patrick is his name?
Because
Yeah, right.
he was just like, man, I got to get out of this Terminator 2 thing. Everybody's just like, you're that guy. You're the T-1000. Like, no, I'm not. I'm a vampire killer. But I enjoy me a From Dusk Till Dawn, and I will start when they walk in. I kind of forget the pizza. I don't need the pizza monologue. Just makes me, want pizza.
Yeah.
So I skip that, but I go right into the titty twister.
I'm torn, Eric. I think the first part is not as good as I would like for that type of a movie. And the second part, I really feel like I want to see with people or on a big screen. So I think it's not a movie that I'd probably revisit a lot. Just and not because I don't think that there are things to have fun with here. It's just I don't kind of jibe with it. This is just a personal thing. I don't think it's a movie I'd pull up and watch like on my own.
But we both agree that even though Selma Hayek, we're not probably going to ever see Selma Hayek in a horror movie again. So I'm just saying, I went to Staples and made a poster to go, right next to Carolyn Monroe. I thought we would have
Monroe down there.
Because they almost look like sisters a little bit. I think we should put it up still.
Maybe we should have our own Scream Queen lineups down there. Maybe.
Well, I have that room. I have that back room with all my posters.
Okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, Eric, so what do you think for a rating for this movie? What would we like? Because it's interesting. We're both a little different on it, I think. Yeah. Well, how we go on this one? Yeah.
I have to give it an award because I can't rate the first part. First part, if it was just its own movie, it would be great. Second part, it's my kind of thing. So I'm just going to give it an award.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the triple pizza.
Okay.
I mean, a
triple pizza.
The triple pizza.
Well, that we can use that for every other movie that we've.
Yeah. Or it's the, I guess the crotch gun award goes to. Yeah.
And I was sure we'd have a popcorn bucket award in here. I was looking through everybody and I was like, but Tom Savini already got one. So
that's bastard.
He's already got one. Eric, if people want to know what we're talking about with our popcorn bucket award,
it's too late. Savini, they're done.
We talked, they can go to our website.
Really?
MidnightCinemapod.com. They can look at all of our old episodes. You see the ones where we talked about Tom Savini, Dawn of the Dead. He was in that. Yeah, you can see all that. And Carolyn Monroe, you just mentioned her.
Yep.
We just did her. Yeah, Caroline Monroe.
Yep.
And if you want to subscribe to us on any of the podcast platforms, what's going on with your hand there, Eric?
No, nothing.
You just hit it behind your back.
Oh, fine.
See that?
What
you look
were you saying?
Okay,
Podcast?
all right. No, on our podcast platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, we're even on there. Please go there and subscribe and also rate and review us because it helps us get the word out. If you want to leave a comment for us on any of those, that's great. But you can also reach out to us at midnightcinemapod@gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
What's wrong with your voice? Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. We'd love to hear from you. Give us any suggestions.
Let's hear it.
Okay, Eric, what's going on?
I'm fine.
You really look like you're trying to keep your mouth closed and going,
they say about New York, I suck.
Okay.
Selma Hayek, I'm coming. Really,
Eric, what's that? Is that a crotch gun or you just
Yes.
Just see
Woohoo! Wait, of my crotch gun. Oh, perfect.
Lonely dog!
something wrong with your with your mouth there, Eric? Something wrong with your teeth?
No, fine. Yeah, I'm sorry, but went to a bar last night.
Oh.
Drank too much.
All right.
Oh.
Here we go.
Go.
All right.
Go.
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight's.
Midnight what?
Hold on 1 second.
No, you hold on.
Welcome, everybody. Oh, geez. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How do I sound to you? Do I sound hot?
Regular.
Sounds regular. Okay.
Yeah, you sound like a regular jerk.
Sorry. I just, for some reason, it was like, it sounded really, really hot for a second, like over my headphones. So.
Well, you know, Art, your voice always sounds hot.
Oh.
That's why we have so many listeners. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah. Welcome. Everybody.
Bow your head, Art Hennessy, in the podcast.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema.
Midnight Cinema.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lonely dog.